no one turns down kids. Everyone says yes to kids. Kids have an ability to sell because people don't want to say no to kids.
Did he really just say that? Nobody turns down kids? Because that's exactly what I heard. That's what we saw. And if you're new here, what is up? Welcome. My name is Erin Bies, and I break down the marketing tactics and business practices behind MLM so that you can make informed decisions. And today we're looking at an announcement from the LiveGood MLM, their CEO, Ben Glinsky, I think is how you say his last name. This video was posted about 3 weeks ago at the time of filming this, right around the time that many of our kids are going back to school, and back to school fundraising is happening. Now, I can't say whether that timing was intentional. I think we could probably speculate, but this is exactly when schools start looking for fundraising opportunities. And after watching this video, I have a ton of questions, and I'm pretty sure you will too. Anyways, let's hear the rest of what Ben has to say. Do y'all remember the soundbite when I was streaming on StreamYard? And it was network marketing is network marketing. Remember that whole thing? This is also the same CEO that signed up his child to be an affiliate with LiveGood, which is a distributor in the company. Do y'all remember that? Okay, I feel like that's the context you need to know. Let's get into it.
The way it works is this is a powerful fundraiser. I mean, schools are going to absolutely crush this. Like, I'll let Curry kind of talk about it because kids, no one turns down kids. Everyone says yes to kids, and it's helping them. And the coolest thing about this, because I don't believe, we've tried fundraising programs in other network marketing companies. And when you're selling overpriced products, it doesn't help anyone. Yes, people will buy stuff to help their kid or help their nephew or their granddaughter or whatever, to be able to raise money for their school, but they're not going to stay on a product. They're probably not even going to use the product. They're just going to buy it just to help the kid, right?
Now, this is fascinating because Ben isn't leading with the fundraiser. He's leading with, in my opinion, psychology. He's saying people don't like telling children no. And that's, I feel like, the whole hook of what he is doing here. And let's think about that for a second. The very benefit he sees isn't how much money schools can raise. It's that children are persuasive. That's a really, I'm going to say fascinating. That's the word I'm going to choose to use here. Place to start. Yikes.
So kids have an ability to sell because people don't want to say no to kids. But in this case, it's a win-win-win for everybody. It's a win for you as the person who introduces the school. It's definitely a win for the school because they're going to generate a lot of money. And it's a win for the customer because they're getting the highest quality products at the lowest prices anywhere to get healthy, stay healthy, and do it in an affordable way and continue to get healthy with it, continue to buy. So here's how we're structuring it. And I said, there's a little bit more money we're putting in the comp plan, which tightens our margins a little bit, but I think for the cause and for what it will do for all of us, I think it's worth it. So here's what we're doing. For an organization that wants to sign up for our LiveGood fundraising program. And on the other side with gyms and stuff, we're just calling it the LiveGood Partner Program. But for the churches, schools, organizations, nonprofits, it's the fundraising program, LiveGood fundraising program. They sign up for that. It's free. Free to you don't have to pay a $40 affiliate fee. Free for them to sign up.
Does anybody else think that that's weird that was even a question? If it's a fundraiser, why are we signing people up as affiliates? Which, by the way, that is their term for a distributor, a multi-level marketing company's distributor. They call them affiliates. I just want to be really clear with what we're talking about here.
They refer, they're going to get their own link, livegood.com/ school, Jupiter school, whatever school, Cleveland school. I don't know. So it's going to be their username. They can set up as many sub-accounts within that school as they want. So each individual student can have their own domain, livegood.com/ student1, student2, Joe Smith, whatever, so that we can track which kids, kind of have a leaderboard, make it fun, make it profitable, put out prizes, that we'll talk about here in a second, and just make it just more exciting for everybody to be able to go out there and promote it. So the school can have as many, they have 1,000 kids in the school, they can have 1,000 subdomains. Any one that any of those students sell, they go to the student's website, whether student 4283, and that person's mom or grandma or aunt, uncle, cousin, friend makes a purchase, whether they become a member or just buy product or both in most cases, the student will get recognized for that sale.
This is so disgusting. Never did I ever think in 2026 we would have children that are trying to sell multi-level marketing companies products through a fundraiser where they have made changes to the compensation plan to allow for this to happen. Now, normally when we talk about fundraisers for schools, we see things like cookie dough or popcorn, wrapping paper, chocolate bars, things like that. People buy them because they're supporting a student. Valid. I'm a huge fan of fundraisers. I think that they do so much good for that school or whatever organization you're doing a fundraiser for. But where he takes this concept, this idea is, and I've watched this before, but it has me kind of speechless. Honestly, he's then taking this idea and creating these websites for children. Children will have their own website through the LiveGood website, which is a multi-level marketing company. And let's think about that for a second. If a school has 800 students, that's potentially 800 personalized MLM storefronts. Not the school, the kids, the children. Now, technically, the child isn't becoming an affiliate, but they are becoming the face of customer acquisition for this multi-level marketing company. And I think that's really important to point out here. And then we have the leaderboards. I don't know if you caught that. Let's make it fun. We have leaderboards. We're ranking children based on supplement sales. Imagine your kid coming home and saying, "Hey, mom, hey, dad," or whoever, "I need 5 more customers to beat Ashley." That feels really different than selling a few boxes of popcorn. Oh my God. Let's hear about the prizes now.
School will get the commission for all of it, for all 1,000 of these kids. There's more, I'll get into it. And we're gonna have all of this laid out very clearly in your member section so you guys can see exactly how it works. And we're gonna have it very clearly laid out for the organizations so they can set it up very easily. They can
Wait a second. So what I'm hearing him say is that he's going to have the distributors reach out to the schools and the different organizations, churches, that kind of thing, pitching these fundraisers for an MLM company. Are they telling these organizations that it's a multi-level marketing company? Probably not. Have y'all ever seen a fundraiser for a supplement company through the schools where children are selling supplements? This is bizarre to me.
even upload a list and it'll create all these subdomains and all this stuff. Like we're going all out on that. It is, I really believe in this program. So the school is going to get 20% of that first order. So any student, like if a student goes out and sells, 10 people, $1,000 worth of product, the school makes $200 on those orders. What on the membership, on the product, whether it's retail, whether it's member price, whatever. If they sign up as a yearly member, they get 20% of that too, $20 right there.
So the distributor contacts these organizations and says, "Hey, let's do a fundraiser. Have you thought about this?" Whoever is in charge of that organization goes to the website, fills out the information, creates an account, and then they disperse it throughout the school. So it's not just about selling supplements. It sounds like these children, when they share their website with whomever, can also recruit into the company. What is even happening?
So the school gets 20% on that first order, and then depending on the total overall volume that they're generating, they get between 5 and 10% of every additional order beyond that first one. So they can actually, for the first time ever, earn true residual income on a fundraiser they run one time.
Wait, so they're essentially signing up these organizations as distributors and they're using kids to do that.
They're going to continue getting paid on month after month for years and years and years and years to come. And as they run it every single year and generate more and more customers, that's going to add to their total value. So the 5 to 10% commissions on the back end, the residual side, are going to accumulate. And like it starts at $20,000 in sales, they get 6%. 40,000, they get 7%. Up to 100,000 in sales, in total sales, that's where they're going to get the 10%, which is actually $10,000 a month in income for the school for a fundraiser they're not even currently running, that they've been running, in the past. So I think it's going to help a lot of schools raise a lot of money for a long time. I think it's going to help a lot of churches. I think it's going to help a lot of organizations. And also on the gym side, it's a very exciting thing. Very easy to promote. It's same compensation plan on the gym side. Even influencers can sign up for this if they don't want to be an affiliate. And then for you guys as affiliates, the way that works is just like all of this volume, all the members will go into the matrix, just like they do now. And so they'll all be under you in the matrix. The organization does not have a position in the matrix. They're not a member. Anyone that they sign up can be a member. And those members with the member referring member program can be members. The organization won't get paid on members who refer members, but you will. The organization is paid on the first generation. We got to make sure that the company doesn't pay out more than we're taking in. Hopefully that makes sense. But
I'm sorry. And there it is. This is the part I wanted you guys to hear, because now we fully understand why everything before this mattered. The student gets customers. Those customers benefit the affiliate's business. And then he also says that some of those customers will eventually become affiliates themselves. And now the entire presentation here makes so much sense. This isn't just a fundraiser. It's also customer acquisition for an MLM. And I think that that is the underlying motive in all of this. The residual income for schools, huh? Now, I understand why from a school's perspective that might be appealing. Budgets are tight. Teachers spend their own money. Pay these teachers, okay? Pay these teachers for the work that they are doing. It is incredibly important work. Schools need more funding. None of that is controversial. The question I think that parents and administrators should be asking if they are presented with this is, where does the recurring revenue actually come from? If it comes from people committing or continuing to buy supplements, those recurring customers were originally introduced through a school fundraiser. And I feel like that's worth understanding before deciding whether this is the right fundraiser fit for your community. Oh my God.
It was very profitable for the organization, very profitable for you, because again, I think that duplication, and a lot of those people will become affiliates. That's going to be offered to them as well. And just duplication, but reorders, consistency, and long-term residual, lots more members is going to be awesome. So that will be, it's not live yet. Again, programmatically, it's done. Just got to clean up the content, get it all live on the site. We've also got flyers that will be available both to pitch the organization on the program, as well as for the organization to give out to their members, which has or to their students, to their church members, whatever. It has, livegood.com/blank, and they could write in their name so they could give it out to people when they go to their doors or whatever, and say, hey, if you're going to order from here so I get credit, I'm trying.
You want these kids to go door to door advertising a multi-level marketing company's fundraiser for supplements? Imagine a kid coming to your door and saying, hey, I'm doing a fundraiser for my school. Would you like to buy some creatine? What is happening? I want to be really clear here on what I'm criticizing. I'm definitely not criticizing schools or the children that are involved in this or could potentially become involved in this. I'm certainly not criticizing parents who want to support fundraiser efforts. As a parent myself, I'm going to support my child's efforts to fundraise. It's important. My concern in all of this is the MLM business model. Traditional fundraisers usually end when the fundraiser ends. This program, in my opinion, is designed to create ongoing customers for an MLM company. Oh my God.
Win a mountain bike. And so we're going to actually have prizes as well that range from, you get 10 customers, you get a $25 Amazon gift card. We're sponsoring all of this. You get 20, we've got a whole list. There's iPods as you achieve rank, more customers.
As you achieve rank?
There's iPad for the top 3, get like a super prize. There's a Nintendo Switch, and there's a mountain bike for the top person in that organization, assuming someone gets over $25,000 in new volume. So lots of cool prizes, lots of things to work towards, and we'll have leaderboards and all that stuff, all automated. Also, everyone can log in at any time and kind of see where they stand, see what their sales are, see how much more they need to, get to that next level or get to the highest level and beat their friends. So going to be really, really exciting, and I think it's going to drive a lot.
Oh, that's how they ended that. Oh my God. I can't even believe this is real life. Okay, now that you've seen his entire video, let's revisit what he said in the beginning.
No one turns down kids. Everyone says yes to kids.
Knowing that we've seen his entire video now, I feel like that phrase hits a little bit harder now that we've seen the whole thing, because you know what comes after all of that: a personal sales page, leaderboards, prizes, recurring supplement customers and orders, affiliate volume, potential future recruits. So I need to ask you guys, what do you think? Have you ever seen a fundraiser like this that is selling supplements for an MLM company to benefit your child's school? If your child's school partnered with an MLM for its next fundraiser, how would you feel about that? Or would you rather see schools stick with more traditional fundraising? I think I know the answer to that, but definitely want to pose that question. Anyways, this is about all I can handle of Ben and the MLM LiveGood. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this. If you love today's video, where we look past the marketing and we focus on what's actually being said, in my opinion, please, if you would, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. You can turn the bell notification on anytime, or if you want to get notified anytime I upload a video. It does help the channel. Share this out, because I feel like this is something that we need to be talking about more. It's involving our children. And the last thing that I would ever want is for my child to be involved in a fundraiser for a supplement company, but especially an MLM supplement company. Can you imagine if my son came home and was like, "Hey, Mom, we're doing this fundraiser for LiveGood"? The rioting that I would take to this school district and this school would be unmatched. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.